I'm a freaking geek, first and foremost. I classify myself as a classic gamer. I love old consoles and I love arcades. Look, it's me at an arcade. I'm such a nut. I have an actual arcade machine in my room, which is where I display all my game merch. I'm also a Pac-Man maniac. Like, look at this. Why do I even have all of this? My friend actually made this for me because he knows how much of an idiot I am. Thank you, friend. You know who you are. But I like to show my passion through creation sometimes rather than through display. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my custom hand-built Pac-Man arcade machine. I made this piece of trash years ago, back in 2013 I think. The idea first came up when my friend and I went to an old arcade that looked like it came straight from the 1980s. It was like taking a step back in time. What started out as a simple project on an even smaller scale eventually led to me wanting to make a mini arcade machine for my girlfriend. After maybe 2 weeks of work, I created this. The machine stayed at my girlfriend's house for many moons until eventually, and recently, she graciously gave it back to me because, well, this is cool and I wanted it back. I kind of begged her to give it back to me for like 3 years. I wanted to create something authentic to arcade machines. I not only wanted to build the cabinet itself, but I wanted a joystick. People told me to hook up a PS2 and use that controller, but that's not what I wanted to do. I not only wanted to create something that could replicate the real Pac-Man cabinet, but I wanted to do everything by hand. The cutting, the sanding, and yeah, even the painting. The cabinet stands around 21 inches tall, which is admittedly much larger than what I wanted to do, but can't do anything about it now. I used some standard plywood I grabbed from Home Depot and sanded the hell out of it so I could have a smooth appearance. The initial design came from me going to a local garage sale and finding this old, crappy TV that looks like it came from the 50s, and it still sort of worked. What fascinated me about it was it had an RCA input. For something as old as this was, it was quite unique. I grabbed it and plugged in one of my old Jack-specific Pac-Man plug-and-play games, and it worked! With no color. Well, can't win them all. I eventually traced out some designs onto the wood and then cut them out, then nailed everything together along with some industrial staples. I made a monitor plate for the TV and then made a small shelf inside the unit to hold the Pac-Man plug-and-play game. I hooked it up to the TV, then hooked the TV up, and it worked perfectly. After that, I got out my Sharpies and my paints and painstakingly wasted 4 hours hand-drawing and hand-painting all the cabinet art all over the machine. Once dried, I added a matte layer finish to it so it would appear smooth and shiny. Everything was complete and I plugged it in once more and boom! I made myself a mini Pac-Man arcade cabinet. My shoddy craftsmanship brings shame onto all human life, so I'd say it's worth about as much as hot garbage. However, I find the worth to be much more personal than trying to pinpoint a price. This was the outcome of 2 weeks worth of sanding, wiring, fixing, cutting, gluing, and painting. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure my girlfriend really liked this when I gave it to her, so, I mean, that's a success in my book. And being able to have it in my dirty little hands again is really nice. Playing it again and seeing it next to my game display really makes me want to make more of these. One day I may, but for now, I'm a little busy. I've got a bit of Pac-Man fever.